Wait, are you saying that being a good guy actually makes you more attractive to women?
Well, it's not that simple. This source is saying that, like, true alphas are loyal to their partners, their friends, their commitments, they're reliable, which can be incredibly attractive. Because it goes against that stereotype of the, like, arrogant, entitled asshole.
Welcome back to Simply Not Simp. We're going to be looking at this whole alpha male thing.
Okay.
And I guess the big question is just a bunch of bullshit for dudes to be dicks?
I mean, you're not totally wrong to be a little skeptical. I think it's easy to roll your eyes at all the, like, chest-thumping and aggression. But, like, what if we look past all the douchebaggery and see if there's actually something useful here? You know, even broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So what are we even talking about here? Like, how to get laid by acting like a silverback gorilla?
Well, one of the sources breaks it down into, like, three main things.
Okay.
Character, courage, and value. These are, like, the pillars of the alpha persona or whatever.
Are we talking about, like, being a Disney prince or something?
Yeah, no. But it does mean, like, actually being a decent human being.
Oh,
which can be surprisingly, you know, a turn on for some women.
Uh-huh.
So we're talking about things like being optimistic, respectful, honest, and loyal. Like, maybe nice guys don't always finish last.
Wait, are you saying that being a good guy actually makes you more attractive to women?
Well, it's not that simple.
Because that sounds like some bullshit.
Let's say you're on a date and everything goes to shit.
Okay.
The restaurant loses your reservation, it starts raining, your date spills wine all over herself.
Sounds like a typical Friday night.
Right. So in that situation, who would you rather be with? The guy who freaks out and blames everyone else?
Yeah.
Or the guy who can just laugh it off and, like, salvage the night?
I see your point. Nobody wants to be stuck with a whiny little bitch when things go wrong.
Right.
But what about this whole respect thing? Isn't that just, like, basic human decency?
You would think so, but this one source really emphasizes treating women like actual people, you know?
Okay.
Like respecting their opinions, their boundaries, their time. It all plays a role.
Yeah, no shit. But how does that tie into this whole alpha thing?
Because it goes against that stereotype of the, like, arrogant, entitled asshole who only cares about getting laid. This source is arguing that, like, real alphas are actually super respectful and considerate, even when they're pursuing women.
So instead of, like, nagging a girl or trying to play mind games, I should just be straight up with her and treat her with respect.
Pretty much honesty is another big thing. It's about being upfront about your intentions.
So no more pretending to be interested in her cat just to get in her pants.
Exactly. The point is, being genuine builds trust and connection.
Right.
Which are way more important than any cheesy pickup line.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this character stuff could actually work.
Yeah.
But what about loyalty? Isn't that kind of a given in any relationship?
It should be, but there are a lot of fuckboys out there who are only interested in the next conquest, you know?
Yeah, true.
This source is saying that, like, true alphas are loyal to their partners, their friends, their commitments, they're reliable, which can be incredibly attractive.
I get it. So it's not just about being a dick and getting all the ass.
Yeah.
There's actually some substance to this character thing. But doesn't that kind of contradict the whole alpha male image?
Exactly. And that's what makes it so interesting. It's challenging that traditional stereotype and suggesting that maybe being a good guy isn't such a bad thing after all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we talked about this whole character thing.
Right.
What's next on this alpha male checklist? Do I need to start wearing a fedora and growing a neck beard?
No fedoras.
Okay, good.
The next thing is courage.
Go.
And, like, I'm not talking about jumping out of airplanes or wrestling alligators.
So, like, what? Talking to a woman instead of just creeping on her Instagram.
Yeah, basically. Like, having the confidence to approach her, strike up a conversation, ask her out. It's about putting yourself out there and, like, risking rejection.
Right.
Not letting the fear of failure paralyze you.
So you're telling me to grow a pair. Isn't that what this whole alpha thing is about?
I mean, it's not just about, like, swaggering around like you own the place.
Right.
But it's about having the guts to be vulnerable, to express your feelings, you know?
Okay.
To go after what you want, even if it scares the shit out of you.
Okay, but what if I do, like, work up the courage to talk to a woman and she just laughs in my face?
Then you dust yourself off and move on to the next one.
Okay.
Rejection is part of the game.
Yeah.
The key is to not let it, like, crush your soul.
Easier said than done.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
But the more you put yourself out there, the less scary it becomes. You know, it's like anything else. The more you practice, the better you get.
Right.
And like with each rejection, you learn something, you adapt.
You get tougher.
Yeah, you become more resilient.
So you should embrace the suck and just keep swinging for the fences.
Pretty much. Because honestly, women find that kind of resilience attractive. It shows confidence, determination, that you're not afraid to go after what you want.
I'm starting to see the appeal of this whole courage thing.
Right.
But let's be real. Most of this alpha male stuff seems to revolve around getting laid. Is there anything more to it than that?
That's where value comes in.
Okay.
And this is where things get really interesting because it's not just about being like a charming, courageous dude.
Right.
It's about actually having something to offer, being a man of substance.
So like having a fat bank account and a fancy car.
No.
Okay.
That's the kind of superficial bullshit that attracts school diggers.
Okay.
Not women who are looking for like real connection. Value is about so much more than material possessions. It's about who you are as a person.
No.
What you bring to the table.
So what? Like having hobbies and interests?
I mean, that's a good start.
Yeah.
But it's not just about having things to talk about. It's about having passions, pursuing your goals, constantly striving to be better, you know?
So if I'm just sitting around all day scratching my balls and playing video games, that's not exactly high value.
Not unless you're like a professional gamer raking in millions on Twitch or something.
Okay.
Value comes from self-improvement, from pursuing your purpose, from having a fire in your belly that drives you forward.
All right. I'm getting the picture.
Yeah.
So it's not just about being like a smooth talker with big dick energy. It's about having substance.
Yeah.
Being a man who's constantly trying to level up. But how the hell do you actually convey that value to women?
By being authentic. By letting your true self shine through.
Okay.
Don't try to be someone you're not.
Yeah.
Or pretend to be interested in things you don't give a shit about.
Right.
Women can smell a phony a mile away.
So I shouldn't try to impress a woman by pretending to love her favorite band, even though they make me want to puke?
Exactly. Be real. Be genuine. Be passionate about the things that light you up. That's what will make you stand out from the crowd of boring fucks who are just trying to get laid.
Okay, so you're saying passion is important.
Yeah. It's contagious. It's exciting. It shows that you have a life outside of chasing pussy.
Yep.
It's about showing women that you're not just another dude who's going to ghost her after you get what you want.
Right.
It's about showing them that you're a man who has depth, who has ambition, who is going places in life.
Right. So having a life is the key to getting laid.
Yeah.
The irony is not lost on me.
Pretty much. But seriously, having a sense of purpose and pursuing your passions doesn't just make you more attractive to women. It also makes you a more interesting and fulfilled human being.
So it's a win-win. I get to be a more interesting person and get more ass. Sign me up.
Exactly. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, both for yourself and for the women you want to attract.
All right, I'm starting to feel like I'm getting the hang of this whole alpha thing.
Yeah.
It's really not as complicated as it seems.
It's just about being the best version of yourself and treating others with respect. And having the balls to go after what you want.
And having a shitload of confidence, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Confidence is key. But remember, confidence comes from within. It's about believing in yourself and your worth.
And if you don't have that confidence yet, fake it till you make it.
Exactly. The more you act confident, the more confident you'll become. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So we've talked about character and courage and all this value stuff. But like, how does this alpha bullshit actually translate to real-life success with women? Should I just start wearing a fake Rolex and driving a rented Lambo?
Oh, God, no. Come on. You have to give women more credit than that. This isn't about flashing cash or pretending to be something you're not. It's about actually embodying those core traits we've been talking about.
So being a decent dude with a backbone and a bit of swagger. Basically not being a total fuck-up.
It's more about being the kind of guy who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it.
Yeah.
It's about confidence and purpose and treating women with respect.
And probably having some decent game in the sack, right? Let's be real. That's got to count for something.
Skill in the bedroom definitely helps.
Okay.
But this one source actually emphasizes the importance of emotional intelligence, like being able to connect with women on a deeper level.
So I can't just rely on my dick to do all the talking. Damn, this is getting complicated.
Think of it this way. The most successful guys with women aren't necessarily the richest or the best looking. It's the ones who are comfortable in their own skin. You know, they have that certain something that just draws people in.
So it's all about having that it factor. But how do you cultivate that? Is there like some secret formula or something?
There's no magic bullet, unfortunately. But this source suggests that by focusing on these alpha traits like building character, embracing courage, and developing a sense of value,
Right.
you'll naturally become more attractive to women.
That's all about self-improvement. Damn, that sounds like a lot of work.
It is. But it's worth it, not just for getting laid, but for becoming a better man overall. And trust me, when you start seeing the results, all that effort will feel like a small price to pay.
Okay, fine. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Eh.
So any final words of wisdom for our listeners who are ready to unleash their inner alpha?
Embrace the journey. It's not about becoming some caricature of masculinity.
Yeah.
You know, it's about finding your own path to confidence and purpose and connection.
And don't be afraid to get a little rough around the edges, right? After all, women love a bad boy. Sometimes...
Yeah, as long as you're not a complete asshole. A little bit of edge can be appealing. But always remember, respect is key. Treat women like the queens they are, and you'll be well on your way to alpha level success.
Well said. All right, folks. That's a wrap on this deep dive into the alpha male myth. We dissected the bullshit, uncovered some surprising truths, and hopefully gave you some insights that you can actually use in your own lives.
And remember, this is just one perspective. The most important thing is to find what works for you and to always be true to yourself.
And to always be down to fuck. Because at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Just kidding, sort of. Until next time, stay alpha, my friends.